For months, McLaren has been hailed as the blueprint of modern Formula One success. Two young stars in peak form, battling for wins, yet projecting perfect harmony. But that polished image is beginning to fracture. Allegations have now surfaced, suggesting that the man behind McLaren's revival, Zak Brown, may never have truly believed in Oscar Piastri's potential. Some claim his loyalty has always rested with Lando Norris. It sounds absurd until you realize these claims weren't made on social media, but in a courtroom under oath. It all started when Alex Palou, McLaren's former reserve driver, accused the team of misleading him and breaking promises. In his testimony, Palou claimed that Brown privately downplayed his involvement in signing Piastri, insisting that it was a decision made by then-team principal Andreas Seidel. From there, a chain of revelations followed, painting a picture of deception, politics, and betrayal. Suddenly, McLaren's internal dynamic has become one of the most shocking storylines of the 2025 season. At the center of it all lies one question: who truly holds power over McLaren's Formula One destiny, Zak Brown or the legacy of those who came before him? Brown has publicly dismissed the allegations as baseless, even laughing at the idea that he wasn't behind Piastri's signing or that he favors Norris. His message was direct: he's the decision maker, and proud of McLaren's current lineup. Yet Palou's courtroom statements tell a different tale, one that portrays Brown as inconsistent, saying one thing publicly while telling a very different story behind closed doors. What began as a simple recounting of a broken professional relationship quickly spiraled into a full-blown controversy. Palou testified that Brown once told him Piastri's signing wasn't his call, but Seidel's, a claim that, if true, undermines Brown's image as McLaren's all-powerful chief. According to Palou, he was reassured that Piastri's arrival wouldn't derail his own path to F1, a promise that evaporated the moment the Australian's contract was confirmed. Brown, however, has firmly rejected all of it, stating that he alone makes McLaren's key calls and that bringing in Piastri was one of his proudest moments. Still, the timing couldn't be worse. Palou's comments arrive just as McLaren faces growing criticism for alleged bias toward Norris, a perception that intensified after the Singapore Grand Prix when Norris pushed Piastri wide at turn 1. Many expected team intervention. Instead, McLaren stayed silent. To fans, that silence spoke volumes. It reinforced the idea that McLaren still revolves around Norris, the driver they've nurtured since his teens, while Piastri, despite his brilliant performances, remains slightly on the outside. And now, with Palou claiming Brown privately distanced himself from Piastri's signing, the speculation grows louder. Could it be that Brown initially had other plans, perhaps even favoring Palou, and only backed Piastri once Seidel's technical camp pushed for it? It's a theory that fits the chaos of 2022, when Piastri's dramatic split from Alpine stunned the entire paddock. McLaren's move to secure him was daring and controversial, replacing Daniel Ricciardo, a proven race winner, with a rookie who hadn't even started a Grand Prix. At the time, many viewed it as proof of Brown's fearless ambition, but to Palou, it was the moment his trust in McLaren crumbled. He had joined their IndyCar setup, believing it would serve as his stepping stone to Formula One. Brown allegedly promised that strong performances would put him in line for a future F1 seat, promises that disappeared overnight. When Piastri's signing was made public, Palou's management confronted Brown, who supposedly assured them that nothing had changed. But Palou insists he already knew. Everything had. That disappointment is now the emotional core of this legal and reputational war. McLaren is suing Palou for $30 million, claiming he violated his IndyCar contract by staying with Chip Ganassi Racing. In return, Palou has turned his testimony into a weapon, using his version of the truth to hit back. His account paints McLaren as manipulative, led by a man willing to say whatever it takes to keep his options open. Still, the question remains, is Palou embellishing the story to gain leverage? His post-McLaren career in the US has been extraordinary, winning 3 straight IndyCar titles. For him, this courtroom saga isn't just about money, it's about vindication and revenge. For McLaren, though, this drama couldn't have erupted at a worse time. The team is deep in a title fight, with Piastri leading the standings by 22 points and Norris chasing closely behind. Any internal instability could throw their championship bid off balance. In the paddock, whispers suggest the Norris-Piastri partnership remains professional but tense. Both drivers are fiercely competitive, and every strategic call, from pit stops to team orders, could decide who ends the season as champion. Palou's accusations have only added fuel to that fire, reigniting the theory that McLaren's hierarchy may still subconsciously lean toward Norris. Not because there's proof, but because the pattern feels familiar. Maybe this whole saga is just another example of what modern Formula One has become, a stage where politics and perception hold as much power as raw speed. Zak Brown's leadership made McLaren contenders again, but his transparent, media-heavy approach also makes him an easy target. Every leaked email, every testimony, every statement becomes ammunition. In the end, both men may be telling their own version of the truth. Palou feels betrayed, Brown feels misrepresented, and caught in the middle is Oscar Piastri, left to prove that his success is built not on politics but pure talent. For now, Brown insists that McLaren remains united and laser-focused on the title. But the world is watching closely. Every race, every rumor, every facial expression under that Papaya Garage canopy will be judged through this new lens of suspicion. So, after everything, the legal battles, the internal whispers, and Zak Brown's fiery denial, it's time to ask you, do you believe McLaren has been fair to Oscar Piastri? Has the team, intentionally or not, begun to tilt its loyalty toward Lando Norris? Or is this all just outside drama spilling into an already high-pressure title fight? Let me know what you think down in the comments below.